So in today's video, I am going to be unboxing and reviewing after use, and I will include before and afters, the Dr Dent's whitening system for your teeth. So I've got a box here and it has got strips in it, it's got pulling oil, and it's got a tongue scraper, and I'm going to use those. And I'm going to show you the before and I'm going to show you the after. Welcome back to Self-Care Karen. It is lovely to have you here. Now, if you're new to Self-Care Karen, or if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much if you are. Self-Care Karen is all about empowering busy women with their self-care. And on this channel here on YouTube, I do many beauty product reviews. I really indulge my addiction for beauty products, but I also do more kind of self-care content, predominantly guided meditations and a therapy called emotional freedom techniques, or you might know it as tapping. So if you want to know more about all of that, then please do take a look at my channel, and in the video description you'll find out more details about what I do off YouTube. I would like to say that I am an Amazon associate, which means that I may earn from qualifying purchases. But this video is not sponsored. I bought what I'm going to be talking to you about on TikTok. I did look for it on Amazon, but it looks like it was out of stock. If it comes back into stock by the time I post this video, I will include affiliate links for it on Amazon, but otherwise you know that you can find this on TikTok. And seriously, my feed was just like viral. It was just bombarding me, and then I thought, you know what, I need to get my teeth whitened, let's go for it. So anyway, so yes, do check out the video description if you want to know more about me and the products that I talk about today. Okay, so let's talk about my teeth. Okay, they are in a serious need of a clean. I have got lots of plaque, particularly down the bottom. They're stained, they're not a great colour, and it's been a hot minute since I last whitened my teeth. I have got a few videos on here where I've tried various different teeth whitening products. I've tried stuff from Primark, I've tried toothpaste from Colgate. The one that sticks in my mind though as being kind of the best attempt thus far to whiten my teeth has been the Crest 3D strips, and I have a deep review video of that, so I will link that video here if you wanted to take a look. In terms of price point though, these Dr Dent ones work out a lot less expensive. If you want to use the word expensive, they're much more affordable. However, the jury is out as to whether or not they work yet. So anyway, as I said, I ordered off TikTok, and I got the box, arrived earlier this week, and I'm going to open it now with you. They did have different sets, but one that I thought, I thought I'd give a good go. I was actually just going to buy the strips, right? But then I saw someone do a video talking about how the pulling... Oh, there's no scraper. Unless it's in here. I thought I got a scraper as well. Oh, I better check what I ordered. But all that I can see is the pulling oil. Maybe I only got these two things, and the teeth whitening strips. The reason why I wanted to get the pulling oil, so I thought I got the scraper as well, because apparently that's supposed to be really important to scrape your tongue, which I've never done before. It sounds a bit disgusting, but anyway. But the reason why I wanted to get the pulling oil was because someone in one of the videos said that plaque can be dissolved, and that does not say, this box does not say anything about that. This is 99% coconut oil and 1% peppermint oil. Oh my God, I think it's going to be very strong on the whole minty front. And what you have to do here is you have to swish for 2 to 5 minutes. Oh God, I've done this before a long time ago. But the difference here is that this oil is liquid. Let me see if it's got a scraper in. It's liquid all the time, whereas before what I used to do was oh God, that's really hard. I used to use solid coconut oil, and it's just so disgusting trying to get that to melt in the mouth and then swish it around. Anyway, I'm prepared to have a go. Let's see what's in. Oh no. Ah, here's the scraper. Okay, so the scraper is in the box of the pulling oil, and there is a toothbrush. I think that looks a bit like it's a bamboo one, which if you're not going to use an electric one, then you should use a bamboo one because it's much more sustainable. So you swish for 2 to 5 minutes, spit into the trash, not the sink or toilet. Okay. Rinse with warm water, brush teeth. Use once daily before eating. Whiter teeth may appear after 2 to 4 weeks. All right, guys, so I'm going to be doing this at least a month. Well, at least 2 weeks. We'll see how I go. All right, so it comes with a measure as well. Right, and then I got the strips, which say they get 4 times better whitening. And they're non-toxic ingredients. And it removes years of stains. And there are 14 strips. And here it says that you leave them on between 30 and 60 minutes. Oh my God, that's a long time. Okay, well, I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. Remove the strips and discard. Rinse away any remaining gel and smile. Whoa. Okay, and how often are you supposed to do these? Daily for maximum 2 consecutive weeks. All right, fine. So I'll do these for 2 weeks as well. But what I know is that they might bleach is not the right word, whiten the plaque, but it won't get rid of it. So that's why it's going to be really interesting to do it in conjunction with this coconut oil. Don't know how I'm going to fit this into my routine, but I will give it a go. So I've taken some pictures already of my before, and I will do some footage of me using the strips and the oil, just so you can get a feel for that, and maybe the tongue scraper if I feel it won't be too much of a turn off for you all. And then I will definitely come back and I'll show you the before and the after side by side, so you can kind of see how it's worked out for me. This is very exciting. I'm really looking forward to having whiter teeth. I just did the oil pulling for the first time. Probably swished it for about 3 minutes. It says 2 to 5. Actually, that was not as unpleasant as I recall it. I think it helps a lot that the coconut oil is already liquid, and the peppermint oil was actually not too strong, so that was all right. Then I've scraped my tongue. Not sure if I'm doing that in the right order, but I'm going to put the strips on for the first time. But what colour do you think I am already? I think I'm sort of this one here, what's that one? A 6 maybe? Or maybe that one, a 5 or a 6, I think. Right, anyway, there's this. Okay, I have no clue how to put it in. I have to look up a video for that. But for now, I'm just going to add the strip. Okay, so this packet, oh, I can't even open it, has got one strip in it. Okay, I'm going to have to get scissors. Okay, here's some scissors. Apologies for the mess you can see behind me in my bathroom. Okay, so I need to dry my teeth. Here are the 2 strips. Okay, sorry, I'm cutting myself off here. Okay, dry. How do I dry? Well, I think I just dry. Okay, and then, oh, I put the instructions away. But I think I just peel them off. Okay, Okay. Who went a whole hour? I'm just going to put out the water. Get there. I did it wrong. It started dissolving because I was supposed to put the top ones on, no, the bottom ones on first. Hang on a second. So just in case you didn't understand that, I did actually go a full hour. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do that every day for 14 days. Don't really see any change. I think it's still a 5. I don't know, what do you think? But there was no kind of sensitivity. It was manageable. Obviously, I put the strips on the wrong way around to begin with, but I'm not sure that was a major problem. So yeah, we'll see how I progress. So I'm not a massive fan of the coconut oil or the whitening pulling oil. First off, I couldn't get the top off properly. It doesn't pour, so I have to undo it and then pour it into the little measure. It does not taste nice. Obviously you're not drinking it, but although the mouthfeel is okay, it's like, I just don't like the taste. And then you have to dispose of it in like your waste paper bin. You can't put it down the toilet, you can't put it down the sink, and that's, I guess, to stop fatbergs. But yeah, and also it's got this smell. So now my bathroom has always got this smell to it. So yeah, I'm not a fan, and I don't see like it got rid of any of the plaque. This is the tongue scraper. I'm not entirely sure how to do this, but this is what I've been doing. Turn away if you're squeamish. Don't know if that's any good. I do have a bit of a gag reflex. If I go back too far, it's not pleasant at all. Okay, and my maths is terrible. So I actually thought when it said 14 strips, I had 2 weeks worth, but it's 2 strips a day. So it's only a week, which is actually not a bad thing. So it means today is the last day, and I'm pleased about that. So I haven't actually done it with this yet, but I thought for my last time, I would see if I could get this in. It's a bit of a... oh yeah, that's not that. Okay, I'm going to hit the strips on. To start, you've got to put it here. I didn't realise that, You got 2 strips. You've got to do... God, that sounds strange. You've got to do the arm first. Okay. Oh, you're supposed to dry your teeth. They don't stick very well. Okay, see? It's so hard to do that. It just doesn't stick well. Okay, now do the top one. Okay, now I'm going to leave these to like, as long as I can, up to an hour. At least half an hour. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here I am. A week has gone by. I thought it was 2 weeks because the math was not mathing. I'm not great with numbers, as you can tell. The box is 14 strips, so that's actually 2 that you use each time. So it's only a week's worth of treatments. And yeah, let me talk to you about my experiences. So what I've been doing is, before I get in the shower, I've been pouring out the dose of the whitening pulling oil, which it's okay in the mouth, like the texture's all right in the mouth, but the smell I really don't like. It's very, yes, there is a peppermint undertone, but it's very sweet. And because you have to spit it out, like I mentioned before, I've been doing it into the waste paper basket in my bathroom because you don't want to get fatbergs and stuff. That fragrance permeates the whole bathroom and a bit of the flat, and I just don't like it. I've got loads left. I don't know if I'm going to carry on using it. I waste not, want not, and all that, but the point is that oil is supposed to be the lipids in it are supposed to be able to dissolve plaque. And if you look here, sorry, it's a bit disgusting. I've got a lot of plaque. I've really not noticed any difference with that. So I don't know if it needs to be done longer or it just doesn't work. Okay, so that's the oil. And so I've been swishing it as I've been in the shower. So between 2 to kind of 5 minutes, I've been swishing it, and then I spit it out. The brush, the bamboo brush, I use a bamboo brush in my routine anyway, because one of my washes I generally use an electric toothbrush, and the other one I use a bamboo brush, so that's great. That's kind of a replacement. Nothing to write home about in terms of that. The tongue scraper I've been using after I've done the pulling of the oil. I don't know if that's the right order, and I think you're supposed to scrape for longer than I do, because I think you're supposed to get until your tongue looks pink, but I don't think I'd have a tongue left if I carried on. So I don't like it because it makes me gag. Again, I've heard great things about tongue scraping. Maybe I'll carry on. I don't know if it will be an everyday thing. And then with the whitening strips, what I find is they're very gungy and they're actually really hard to stick on. With the Crest ones, you could actually go in and make sure each tooth, they were stuck to each tooth. They had like a better adhesive. These twist, you don't always get them on properly. I've been leaving them on between half an hour and an hour every day, normally around 45 minutes. I haven't often gone all the way to the hour. And when I first did the colour chart, I think I was at a 5, and I think I'm pretty much still there. I don't really see much of a difference. I feel that my teeth might be a bit cleaner, but I don't know about whiter. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's do a before and after comparison so you can see how it was before and how it is now, and kind of make your own decision if you think there's been any significant improvement. I think maybe if I carried on, because they obviously they sell bigger packs, maybe if I carried on for longer. But you know, when you look at the adverts on Mishmosh, they're like, it's instantaneous, and that has not been my experience. So yes, maybe a bit whiter, maybe a bit brighter, but not this dramatic effect. And I do think that with Crest, and I think I'm going to revisit Crest, because you can get them now quite easily on Amazon. And when I did it originally, it was very difficult to get in the UK. So I think I'm going to revisit that, and of course I'll do a video. But these, yeah, it's not as dramatic. Now, I didn't have any form of sensitivity. The mouthfeel's not great. It's very gungy at the end. You have to swish a lot to get rid of the strips. But, you know, that's a momentary thing. I'd love to hear from you if you have experienced these, or even perhaps you have some whitening strips or a technique that you use at home that really works out for you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been lovely having you here. If you haven't signed up for my mailing list, please consider doing that. There are details in the video description. And remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.